Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Beast Hunters Cyberverse Commander Hardshell. It's an okay figure. Um, it's not the best Cyberverse Commander or Cyberverse figure overall, but seeing as how most people were wanting a deluxe or even a Voyager size version of this character, I think what we got is the best we're going to do. He does come with a weapon, as with all the other Cyberverse figures. It is a pressure launcher. I originally thought in photos this looked like the same weapon that came with Trail Cutter, but no, it's actually very different. It looks like a little bit of a jet. Unfortunately, the missile really doesn't launch that well. I mean, everything is there that it needs to be there for it to work. It's just, I think these long shafts block, cause friction with the missile and doesn't give it enough clearance to launch. But I've heard some people say that this was like a weapon from Halo. I don't know, but the missile has some nice detailing on the rear here, um, spikes and what have you. But that's that. Figure itself, it looks good. I mean, there's a lot of nice detail here, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff here I don't like. Starting, let's start at the bottom, for example. He has those very odd looking chicken legs, which, there are joints there and what have you, but I just don't like the aesthetics of that. He does have a very nice ball jointed foot, which gives him a wide range of motion in the ankle. But yeah, he does have that double joint, which is really more for transformation. Then another joint up here, and a ball joint at the hip. Moving up to the shoulder and chest area, the head is completely doesn't move. Um, he does have ball jointed shoulders, and unfortunately, he has gorilla arms, which means they only fold in that way. If the hands are molded in one position, they fold in that way, so you can have oh yeah, getting pumped. Oof. Um, but yeah, other than that, it's very static. As you can see, the colors on him are very muted, earthy green with some yellow and, well, it's more like an orangey yellow highlights and silver. That's about it. One thing I do find interesting is that the plastic, both here on the wings as well as on the gun, tends to have a little bit of a lavender highlight. I don't know if that was intentional or just because of how it was molded. Also, one thing I don't like, and this is because of transformation, is when you have the chest in the proper position for robot mode, there's a little bit of a gap there. I mean, you can, and I've tried to close it up, but then it just clicks into that next joint, which is the transform position. Your mileage may vary, but that's just mine. Okay, transformation is really isn't that bad. First, what you want to do is just go ahead, push the head down all the way. See, the head can come up like that, but basically you get that gap. So you want to push it down all the way into the chest. I mean, normally it's up like that, so you're going down all the way. You want to loosen up the shoulders, bring them out of the way, and then go ahead and peg them together behind the robot. Go ahead from behind. First, bring up what will be the robotic insect mode. And at this point, you want to start positioning the wings out of the way as well as the arms. So just, I mean, this isn't how they're going to stay. You just want to get them out of the way. And then bring up the second backpack, which is the front mandibles, or I shouldn't say mandibles, but the front legs of the insect mode. You can go ahead and bring the wings back because you kind of need that space for up front. Now what you're going to do, keep the arms out to the side, is bring the chest up like that. And I should say, it is a very secure, tight joint. Fold the feet out flat, right on that ball joint. Fold the first leg joint in, it will peg into the shin, I guess. I guess you can call that the shin. And then what you want to do is go ahead, bring that second joint up like so, so that the legs end up on opposite sides of the head, and then peg it together. This is going to form the insect abdomen. Keep, also keep the wings out of the way. So turn it over, and you do have the rear of the bug. But now the question is, what do you do with the front? Well, just simple. Rotate it around, and you're almost done. Your next step is going to come in, rotate the hands out on the forearm, and then just position them in like so to form the rear legs of the insect. You can then go ahead and position the wings however you feel, and then add the weapon to a hole on top. Depending on the tightness of the ball joints, the legs will hold it. None of these front legs, mind you, are posable. But take a look at this front here. This is actually heavily based on what I believe to be is a kabuto beetle. And what's great is he does have an opening mouth. Or the heck that little scream was that they made. But yeah, I mean, as transformation really isn't that difficult. But I would like something for the legs to peg into, or at least at the shoulder. Um, there's no new colors in insect mode. It's basically green with those little yellow highlights, and silver. I mean, if you go in, you can see a little red where the insect eyes are. But can I recommend this? If you're really a big fan of Hardshell, go ahead, pick them up. But honestly, if you're on the fence, I would say wait. I think there's a 2-pack coming with a more G1 accurate Cyberverse Commander Shockwave that'll be a Target exclusive, so you can maybe pick it up there because you'll get a little bit of a deal, and you'll get Shockwave, which is a pretty good figure. That is, if you don't already have Shockwave. But yeah, so if you're a completionist, you probably already have it. If you're on the fence, you don't need to get it. If you're a fan, pick it up. It's your old pal Chuck for Hardshell. We'll see you next time.